Hi, I'm Trooper Smacka.
Hi, I'm Trooper Wellman,
Please stay tuned for a behind-the-scenes look at being a state trooper.
and together we can make a difference.
Here we are live at the 360 Vegas studios with another edition of Trooper Talk with Trooper Wellman. Trooper Wellman, so I don't know what you can share, but I went for a drive on Sunday morning, and I got on the town center, and I got on and I made a right. And I looked to the left, and there was a swarm of cars. Wrong way driving.
Yes, this one was horrific. It was so sad. We had 3 vehicles involved with a total of 5 individuals, which resulted in 2 losing their lives. We do suspect impairment, but we'll know more as the investigation goes on. But like you said, I'm not 100% on the time, but that sounds about right. At 2:37 a.m., we had the public witnesses call us and say that they observed a passenger car driving wrong way it was driving southbound on the northbound travel lanes on 215 in Charleston. We had troopers en route, and by 2:41, so 4 minutes later, again, don't quote me, but I think it was 4 minutes later, it had already made contact and went head-on with a red pickup truck. The driver of the red pickup truck, a male adult, did lose his life that night, and the driver of the passenger car, it's a white Cadillac, was a female adult, and unfortunately she lost her life as well.
382 people lost their lives on Nevada roadways last year.
That was our final number. We were down 1% from 2021, but I don't think that's a victory. 382 lives were lost.
No.
That's more than a life a day, if you really think about it. And that's when you're just like, wow, a person died every single day.
Hey. Right. We always talk about life is precious, life is short, life is this, you know what I mean, and all these type of things. And then all of a sudden we do these crazy things. We get in the car with someone as a passenger who's, messed up. You know what I'm saying? And we're not conscious of that, or we put ourselves into a position where we make a choice to get behind the wheel of something like this. And,
And you're 100% correct. There are always contributing factors of why this crash occurred and why life was lost. But ultimately, the reality is our top 2 leading causes is speed and impairment. And I believe over 70 lives of the 382 were lost from they weren't wearing seatbelts. So that's a possibility of 70 plus people that could still be here if they just would have wear their seatbelt. When you really start breaking it down, slow down, put your seatbelt on, don't drive impaired. Yes, those other crashes or situations could have different contributing factors, but that number could be a lot smaller if people would just slow down, don't drive distracted, don't drive impaired, put your seatbelt on, just the constant things that we always talk about,
Yeah.
Leave your house a little bit earlier so you're not rushing.
All these things make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
And if one person does one thing and another person does another, then maybe we could stop having all these people losing of all these lives.
Exactly.
Because this is 382 people who are never coming home. And the other thing, too, is we have to tell everybody they have to join Nevada State Police, right?
We have multiple divisions that are available that you can constantly transfer back and forth throughout your career, which is nice because then you don't get burnt out and it's constantly changing it up. You get a take-home car, which is a huge incentive. We work 4/10s. That means we work 4 days a week, 10-hour shifts. So you get 3 days off, which is super, super nice. You have your pension, so you'll have your retirement. You have benefits for you and your family. One of the best things about Nevada State Police compared to other agencies is you can transfer statewide. So if you want to go work in a rural area like Elko or Wells or Alamo, you can just transfer. It's tons of freedom.
Thanks a lot for coming in and sharing the time, okay?
Yes, thank you for having me.
Great. All right.